say that would be, if we could afford that. But we also get the added benefit of, you know, the realtor's access, but right now, and we'll talk about, but there's other things that are going on with our properties that you'll have to decide, and some may fold into
Sure.
something where, you know, do you have the Myers agreement? Or do you have that, what you were saying? Is that?
Oh, no, I don't.
So that
I wanted to see what the committee wanted to do and.
But I would say if we brought that agreement, that's my thought, I don't know, we haven't really talked about it, but you'd rather see that Myers agreement brought before the board?
Yeah, I mean, if they wanted to go that route, then I was just gonna ask her for, I guess I put in there, but I said, I wanna hold off, see what the committee's sentiment is first.
Well, my inclination is to list it with Myers. I think that in addition to getting the internet listing, that in fact, a realtor can sometimes help close deals and bring people to you. And I think it'd be great to broaden the net, especially since it sounds as if the commission arrangements is not punitive.
I would tend to agree with that. Just, we don't need to go to any other brokers though, or is Myers enough, or?
Well, we went out to RFP before, and she was the only one who responded, and, so we hired her, so we have a relationship with her.
Well, if it's legal, I'd be comfortable renewing that. I
Yeah, we'll
don't
check
need to
on
jump,
that.
Dave.
No, that's right, I guess that's, I was just kind of curious.
Yeah, and then, like I say, it would be co-broke, so if there was someone else that brought in a client, then the commission is shared. So, there is if you have an historical relationship with someone, that's one of the exclusions under the procurement, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So we don't,
In the best interest of the authority.
Yeah.
we're good then.
Yeah.
In historical, there's two things right
Oh,
there.
there you go.
Yeah.
Go for it then.
Yeah.
So you'd like to see the next board meeting, we bring that up for or approval?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
You need a motion to that again too?
yes.
I would so move that we put that forward to the board.
And
You two
Dave,
work it
should
out.
we send that along with the committee recommendation?
That they do Myers?
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess, and I would say that we would employ, or hire Myers to do that.
I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
And you have a supplement
That's the last item.
dealing with Recording Incorporated?
This is, they've been a tenant in the industrial park, I think since around 2013, 2014. They run about 3,000 square feet, and building one, it's mostly just excess storage. There's fire brick over there, sometimes there's filters and things like that they can't keep over at the other facility. They have an option to get out of that in March. Steve had talked to them, and they were looking for, geez, I think it was only like 5,000 square feet of space.
Wasn't even that, yeah,
Yeah.
just somewhere where they had additional, they have a project that they wanted to store, or find an area just to store that, and then you figured out the square footage, I don't think it was 5,000.
Mhm.
But it was just somewhere where they could store secured for a certain amount of time.
But we couldn't accommodate them in the industrial park because the doors weren't big enough for what they wanted to do in that. I took them down to the port. I really didn't think that was an option, but they were interested. It's unheated space, so worked out an arrangement with them where they can have access to the port and provide their own loading and unloading of their vehicles or their product in and out of the building. For 15,000 square feet of space, which was priced accordingly. It's less expensive. So it'd be for 2 years. They can't get out after a year. It's about $37,500 in income over 2 years. And since they're consolidated, we lose a little bit on that, so it's about $30,000 in income over 2 years. There's a requirement, we worked out with them for an overhead door to be installed. They needed a larger door, I think it was 12, 14,
12 by 10.
12 by 10. The majority of that would be, it's share 50/50, but the majority of the install, the overhead door company would be on their dime. Most of our costs is in-kind labor, our guys to actually enlarge the opening, and
Mhm.
then someone would then put the door on.
I don't hear anything controversial there.
No, seems to be okay.
And building 4 has probably been the hardest to lease out over time with that, so if that works out for both, it's a good fit for us.
Great.
There's no security problem like there is at the airport needing TWIC cards or anything to get in and out of the
No,
port?
they're, because the, is located outside of the restricted area.
Okay,
The only thing they do, we will have provided them is the gate codes. So they've got 24/7 access to the port if they need it.
Mhm.
I would move to approve that forward.
I'll second that. And we'll record the vote as both in favor.
Yes, sir.
Any other business that we should cover?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to, there is a need to go into executive session just for some updating of some items there that we'd like to update you on. And that would be, it would be for matters relating to section 105, 1F, and H of the Open Meetings Law. And we anticipate that there be no action by a formal vote afterwards, just updating and informational for you. So,
And you'll make the
I
motion.
would move that we would go into executive session.
Second it. And both in favor.
What button do I have to push?